Welcome back to another rebuild I got for you guys here today. Today I'm going to be attempting to realistically rebuild the Miami Dolphins. This team is not fantastic, especially after they lost all of their good players like Jarvis Landry and Ndamukong Suh. I guess that's not all of them, because Cameron Wake is still good, William Hayes isn't bad, and Josh Sitton is, one of the newer players they just got, and he's very good as well. But anyway, I'm just going to get right into this one here. This is what the Dolphins' offense looks like in this roster. It's not really that bad, like their offense, really. Ryan Tannehill is the starting quarterback. I don't think he's going to be the long-term answer here for this rebuild, or in real life, really, but I'm probably going to start him for this season and then draft a quarterback. That's the plan, and then try to trade him next year. He probably has, a decent amount of trade value. I just don't want to trade him just yet. Might as well just keep him for one season. Kenyon Drake is going to be the starting running back for the foreseeable future. He normally develops pretty well in rebuilds. I hope he can do that here. If he doesn't play well, then I can always draft one or sign one in free agency. Signing one in free agency will probably be my first look, because drafting running backs never really works for me. This team signed Frank Gore in free agency. I think this is a great pickup for them. He's 34 years old, but he's a great consistent third down running back, really. That's probably what he's going to be playing for this team. I doubt he'll start. I'm sure Kenyon Drake will probably be the starter, but Frank Gore is always a great running back to have on any team. I'm sure any team, would want to get him. It's kind of, I just repeated myself a lot there, but it's all good. But anyway, their wide receiver core is actually pretty talented. Devontae Parker and Kenny Stills are still on the team. Of course, they lost Jarvis Landry, though, but Danny Amendola is not a terrible replacement for him, coming over from the Patriots. He's a pretty talented receiver there. This offensive line got upgraded I'd say pretty significantly in free agency. Honestly, just adding Josh Sitton is a pretty significant upgrade. He's a great left guard. Daniel Kilgore is not bad, but I think he's worse than Mike Pouncey, who they had before. I think he's on the Chargers now. AJ Derby is the starting tight end for this roster, but of course they drafted Mike Gesicki in the second round, I think. I'm sure he will get a lot of playing time. I'm sure Derby will actually still get playing time as well. But Gesicki is a freak athlete. I'm excited to see what he can do. I'm also a Penn State fan, so I'm kind of biased there. But Raekwon McMillan is what I want to be the focal point of this defense. He's 20 years old. I hope he can develop really well. He has tons of potential. 74 overall is not bad, but I'm probably going to throw him at middle linebacker just so he has the best chance of winning Defensive Rookie of the Year. I get Chase Allen is also a rookie, but he's also, 24 years old. I'll probably throw Chase Allen to right outside linebacker and then either start Kiko Alonso or Stephon Anthony over at left. I'm not sure yet. TJ McDonald and Rashad Jones make for a decent safety duo, but of course this team drafted Minkah Fitzpatrick too. I'm not sure where they're going to play him. I'm pretty sure Fitzpatrick can play safety or nickel corner or something. I'm not sure where they're going to play him. Looking at this team, I feel like they should play him at corner, just because who's this? Bobby McCain? Bobby McCain's not bad. He's actually a pretty decent nickel corner the more I think about it. Tony Lippett's not terrible. Xavier Howard's still really young, so maybe they will start him at safety. I'm actually not sure at all. Rashad Jones was a superstar safety for this team. He has quick development. He's still very talented, but he's 29 years old. I'm not going to keep him for the long haul. I'll probably get rid of him sort of soon and try to replace him in the draft. Their cornerbacks I just kind of, mentioned before, aren't terrible. Cordrea Tankersley I'd kind of like to start, but he's really not that great. I'm not sure where I would start him. I like the corners they have here. This offensive line is actually very good. Cameron Wake, William Hayes make for some pretty good, edge rushers there. Robert Quinn is not bad. I'll probably throw him on the trade block, though, because there's better defensive ends above him. I'm pretty sure Cameron Wake retires after the first year, almost every year, but I'd still like to have him for one season. And I know William Hayes is a free agent, but if I can't bring him back, it's not the biggest deal. He's 32 years old. He's kind of old anyway. Devon Godshaw, Jordan Phillips make for some pretty good and pretty young defensive tackles. I think Godshaw is a rookie. Yes, he is. And Jordan Phillips, I think, was a rookie a couple of years ago. 2 years of experience, but he's only 24 years old. That's not bad at all. Gabe Wright's not terrible. Maybe I'll throw a couple of these guys on the trade block. I'm going to show this real fast. I think I just decided I want to throw Kiko Alonso onto the trade block, because I'm going to start Stephon Anthony at left. I'm going to start Chase Allen at right and Raekwon McMillan at middle. That's what I plan to do. But I'll adjust all the sliders and do all that fun stuff, and I'll come back to you with, the trades I decide to accept. Actually, before I go to accept any trades, I want to show that I'm going to be signing Eric Reed. He's going to slide over to free safety for me. I think he's a pretty decent upgrade over TJ McDonald. I got some trade offers here for Kiko Alonso and Robert Quinn, so I'll accept something. A second and a fifth rounder. The second next year from the Jets and a fifth next year from the Jets. I'm going to take that. I know the Patriots are also offering a seventh rounder, but I think I'd rather have the Jets second rounder, than the Patriots second and a seventh. I just think that's a better trade overall. But Robert Quinn also has some offers. A few second rounders here as well. I might take a third rounder this year. It might be pretty valuable from the Broncos. I'm going to go with that. So we are 2-6 at the midseason mark, but the Raiders are 1-6-1, so that's not great. The Patriots are 6-2. The Bills are 5-2. The Jets were 2-0 at week 3, and now they're 2-6, so they're on a 6-game losing streak. I forgot to change the XP sliders, so I'll do that after this. I just thought of that right now. Kenyon Drake is not confident. That's kind of rough. I kind of wanted him to develop really well. Devontae Parker has the most amount of experience on the offense, I think. Let me go to the defense, please. Can I go up? My controller is really buggy. Is it going to work? Come on. I don't want to like slam it because I don't want you guys to hear it too much. On the defense here, Devon Godshaw has 3,000 experience. I think that's the most, unless somebody randomly has more. Okay, I don't see any backups with more or anything. I think he has the most. Raekwon McMillan, 2,500 is not terrible, especially since I didn't change the experience sliders. But here we are. We have to bring back some players. I don't know who I want. Do I even want William Hayes? He's not bad. I might give him an offer. He shouldn't go down that much, and if he does, I can always just put him on the trade block or something. I'll bring him back for that. That actually wasn't that big of a contract. It was kind of big, but, I mean, a 3-year deal is not terrible. Daniel Kilgore, Gabe Wright, don't really want. Sam Young, Mike Hole, don't really need any of those guys either. So let me change the experience sliders, and I'll see you at the end of the year. We did not make the playoffs, but that was entirely expected. We went 2-14. We lost every single other game. That's perfectly fine, though, for the first season, because then I'm probably going to have the first overall pick. Patriots 12-3-1, the Bills 9-6-0, and they could have made the playoffs, and the Jets 5-11. It's not bad at all. I will take that. Let's see who we actually ended up beating, though. 1-3 in the preseason. We beat the Jets, and then we beat the Jets again. So our only 2 wins were against the Jets. If only we could have played the Jets every single game. But actually, I just saw that we lost 35-38 against the Chiefs. That was a really close game against a very tough team. Ryan Tannehill, not an amazing season at all. I was about to say not bad, but this is actually pretty bad. 3,486 yards, 26 touchdowns, 18 picks. 59% completion percentage is actually horrible. At least he had more touchdowns than interceptions. That's like one takeaway. Kenyon Drake, terrible season. That is an atrocious season. Frank Gore had 7 touchdowns. Kenyon Drake just did not play well there. Kenny Stills had 5 touchdowns, almost 1,000 yards. Actually not a bad year for him. Devontae Parker, not great, but probably our second best receiver there. 24 sacks led up from Laramie Tunsil. That's kind of terrible, but everybody else played pretty well. At least that's good to see. Raekwon McMillan had 145 tackles. We had 4 players over 100. 138 for Chase Allen, 116 from Rashad Jones, and 103 from Tony Lippett. We got 9 tackles for loss from Jordan Phillips and 7 from William Hayes. 9.5 sacks from William Hayes, 7 from Cameron Wake. I'm not sure if that's going to be in the video, like if I said it before. My bad for repeating that if I already said it. 4 picks from Eric Reed. That's actually a really good season. 2 from Bobby McCain and Tony Lippett, and then 1 from Chase Allen. So I apologize if that audio sounded kind of funny. It's alright. We got a safety from William Hayes. That's kind of cool. Any touchdowns? We did not get any. That's all good, though. 32nd on offense. That makes sense when your running back's running for under 900 yards and your quarterback only throws for 3,400. 26th on defense. Not great. So MVP goes to Phillip Rivers. Of course, no Dolphins to be seen in any of the offensive awards. Maybe one of our guys can sneak into Defensive Player of the Year. Didn't really think so. The Titans went 12-3-1. Is that what I just said? Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Patrick Mahomes, I think. Defensive Rookie of the Year does go to Raekwon McMillan. Chase Allen's in second. That's pretty cool. It'd been cool if Chase Allen could have won and Raekwon McMillan made a Pro Bowl. Or maybe Chase Allen made a Pro Bowl. Kind of doubt it, but that'd be awesome. Get them both a lot of experience, but it's okay. Raekwon McMillan will probably have a good amount, and he should be pretty cheap to upgrade. On the offense, though, nobody really has anything. That's fine, though. I mean, I didn't really expect anybody to have a lot of experience after having a horrible season. On the defense, though, Raekwon McMillan, 33,000. That's a good amount. Eric Reed got 4 picks and only has 5,000 experience, or nearly 6, but I thought he could have made a Pro Bowl or something. Jordan Phillips, 9,000 isn't terrible. A lot of players are not confident, but that makes sense. I'm alright with it, though. It's not really that big of a deal. We can negotiate with Eric Reed now, and I'm definitely going to do that. He played very well for us. I hope he can do that again next season. I'll give him a pretty decent deal, even though you can, do whatever you want for players that you sign in free agency at the beginning of the year, and they will, always accept it. I give him a pretty, legitimate contract, just because it's a realistic rebuild. Might as well try to keep some realism involved in that, even though you can just cheese him. Let's check out the actual free agents, though. Who is here? 44 mil, I think that said in free agency. Spencer Ware is the top free agent. Cameron Brate would not be bad because, AJ Derby, right? I'm blanking on his name a little bit. He's our best tight end. He's not bad, but Cameron Brate would be pretty good. Sharif Floyd would not be bad. I could use another defensive tackle. I always get Sharif Floyd, I feel. Nigel Bradham's pretty cool, but he's 28 years old. He's a very good player, but not great in rebuilds. Let me see if there's any other different defensive tackles that I'd want. I do kind of want Sharif Floyd, or is Matt Ioannidis here? No, he's not normally in this one, is he? Because Matt Ioannidis is a great defensive tackle. He's like a defensive end, but he goes up pretty well at defensive tackle. I'll let you know if I sign anybody, worth noting, but I might go after Sharif Floyd, even though I do it a lot. He's still very good. It's kind of like, why not, right? He's a great player, but I'll let you know who I get. So I think I only went after 2 players It kind of bothers me that I don't remember. I don't really feel like checking. But Sharif Floyd and Nickel Roby-Coleman both accepted. I usually go after Nickel Roby-Coleman after the first season because he's actually really good, but he never accepts my contracts. But I actually got him this time, so that's pretty cool. And Sharif Floyd makes the defensive line look a little bit better. And Cameron Wake did retire. That's a bit annoying, but it's okay. I think we have some depth around, to take his place. If not, maybe we can kind of, try to draft somebody. We are going into the draft here, and I have the first overall pick, and I am not taking it because I want a quarterback. But I'll show you the quarterbacks in this class. They're horrible. There is not one good quarterback in this entire class. I'm sure this guy won't be bad, Allen Rollins, but I'm not spending an early first-round draft pick on him. If he's still there in the third round, I'll scoop him up, but he's probably going to go early first rounding. That's what it says next to the diamond, and that's pretty much when, they normally go based on that. But anyway, I'm going to trade this pick away, try to get a lot of value for next season. Perfectly fine there from the Seahawks, who have the third overall pick. How did that happen? I have no idea how that one happened. But with the third pick here, I might try to trade back again, because there's a few late round prospects that I kind of want. I mean, this safety's good. This safety has superstar development. He's not all that fast, though. I don't really think this is the kind of safety I want. He's not bad at all, but I don't know if I really want him. And this guy has superstar development as well. But we just got Sharif Floyd, so I don't really need a defensive tackle right now. And there's a linebacker that I really want in the first round. He's a late first rounder, so I'm going to trade this one away again, probably with the Bears. That looks really good. That's the 12th pick, the 6th next year. Well, projected 6th next year, and a second rounder next year. That's not bad at all. First, a second, a third. That is all this year. I don't have that much in the late rounds. That's a first, a second, another first, 2 first rounders. I kind of want 2 first rounders. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go with the. Hold on. The Panthers had the 9th pick. I'm gonna go with the Bears. I think they have the best potential of being bad, if that makes any sense. But with the 12th pick, I might take this one outside linebacker, who I think is going to be really good. Did the quarterbacks go yet? This guy's still here. I'm not going to draft him. Maybe if he's there in the second round, I'll try to scoop him up. I don't know. But I want this guy. Morris Thornton. This guy looks ridiculous. 7.8 combine grade. Fantastic top 3 skills. He's a late first rounder. I'm taking him in the 12th pick, but I think he's going to be worth it. A- hit power, B+ block shedding, B tackling. This guy looks fantastic. 81 overall, quick development. Ranked 10th in the entire draft. 87 speed, 84 tackle, 86 block shed, 90 hit power. With 65 zone is actually rather low, but that's fine. I think he can be a very good player for this team. My pick right now is going to be Lenaric Collins. What a name. This is the first pick in the second round. This guy's supposed to be a late first round player, which leads me to believe he might have slow, but I'm okay with that because he has great top 3 skills and a very good combine. 4.34 speed is remarkable. Great 3-cone, great 20-yard shuttle, good vertical jump, and like I said, he has great top 3 skills. Let's go with him. 79 overall, slow development like I said, but I mean, almost at 85 speed, 95 speed, 85 man, 76 zone, 86 press. This guy is such a good player. I don't really care that he has slow development. Curry Russ is the next player on my draft board here. He looks very good, 5'8", rather small, but I don't really think size matters all that much in rebuilds. B+ spec catch, B catch in traffic, B release with a 4.31 40 and a very good 3-cone. This guy looks like an absolute glitch. He looks like he can absolutely fly as well. I say absolutely a lot, I'm sorry. But Curry Russ, 79 overall, normal development, ranked 5th in the draft. We took him at number 35. 96 speed, 83 catching, 96 acceleration. What is this guy's elusiveness and agility like? 90 agility, 89 elusiveness. Honestly thought would be a little bit better. That's fine, though. He's probably still a pretty good kick returner. I think I'm going to throw him there. Even though we have Jakeem Grant, I want that guy to maybe make a Pro Bowl or something. That would be awesome. Marcus Henderson is the next player on my list here. He looks pretty good. B+ block shed's actually really cool. B tackling, C+ hit power, not bad. He's a 3-4 pass rusher, so maybe I can convert him down to defensive end if he's a good enough player. He's actually really fast, and he's actually pretty strong as well, so let's go with him. 78 overall, normal development. Okay, so this guy is not much of a pass rusher. 86 block shed is good, but 67 finesse, 66 power move is actually pretty bad. This guy kind of looks like... Okay, yeah, this guy is a cover guy. 76 zone coverage. This guy is definitely a 4-3 outside linebacker. I'm okay with that. He can, start on this team. I'm going to trade away this third-round draft pick that I have, try to get some more draft picks for next season. I don't want anything else for this year because I have a lot of stuff for this season already. A 2nd and a 5th. That's perfect from the Falcons. I'm going to have a lot of draft picks next year as well, so I better scout well. So I'll take that, and then I think I'm just going to take my remaining 3 players with the next 3 picks that I have. I'll show you. I have, 7 picks left. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 picks left, and I have 3 players scouted, I think. I actually didn't even look at offensive linemen. That's my fault. Let me look at some offensive linemen first before I decide anything. So there could have been some earlier offensive linemen that I completely missed. That's my fault. I honestly just completely forgot to look at them. But Ben Norris looks like a very good player. I'm going to go with him here. 80 overall, quick development. Wow, he's ranked 18th in the entire draft. He's going to be my starting left tackle for sure because Laramie Tunsil kind of played horribly. I think that guy will probably play better. I did not mean to go to view my draft board there, but there's not really any other outstanding looking offensive linemen. There's a guy I have fully scouted. I usually don't fully scout offensive linemen, but there's like a pretty positive draft story about this guy. So even though he has a pretty poor combine, I might try to take him just to see what he's all about. Let's go with it here. 70 overall, normal development. He's not bad. He's not going to get any playing time, though. I didn't think he was going to be that great, but there is a pretty good draft story about him, so I figured I'd give him a shot. Let's go with my next pick here. I think I have like 2 7th round players left. Let me check. Okay, I do have 2 7th round players left. I know pretty much nothing about this guy. He might be pretty good. Or Myron Walters. This guy's supposed to go undrafted. He's actually really fast. But Bennett Francois, I'm going to go with him first. 72 overall, normal development. He's actually a pretty good looking safety. 90 speed, 83 zone, 89 acceleration, 83 hit power. He doesn't look bad at all. Maybe I'll try to get rid of Rashad Jones soon and try to start that guy instead. I don't know. Rashad Jones actually played decently last season. He had a lot of tackles. Let's check out this last player we have, though. He's supposed to go undrafted. I'm going to make sure that doesn't happen, though. Myron Walters, good press coverage, decent zone coverage, and pretty poor man coverage, but he's very, very fast, so I'm hoping maybe he's like a 70. Watch him be like an 80. I highly doubt it, though, but that would be absolutely insane. He has like 85 awareness or something stupid. But he's going to be a 69 overall. That's what I thought he was going to be. It's a pretty decent pick, though. He's not bad. 86 press is actually very good. 92 speed isn't bad at all. I have 3 more draft picks left. I have 3 picks in the 7th round, so I might just draft some random players just to see what they're all about. Let's go with Chris Murphy. Why not? He's not very good. 67 overall, normal development, but I mean, 92 speed, 88 catching, 95 jumping. That guy's not even bad, but he's not going to get, obviously, any playing time because I drafted a way better receiver earlier. One other pick here. I think I'm going to trade down my last one. But let's go with maybe another offensive lineman if I can find somebody with really good strength. That guy does not have very good strength. 29 reps isn't terrible. What are you all about? Jack Overton. Okay, 29 reps again. Might go with him. Donovan Newhouse. I actually need a center, so I might go with that center down there. Let's try this guy, Jack Overton. 73 overall, normal development. You're actually a pretty good center. 80 strength, 80 run, 81 pass, 84 impact block. He's not bad at all. That was actually a pretty good pick for not scouting him at all. I just drafted this guy. I didn't really talk over it, but Gordon Dell. Apparently he's an excellent pick. Not a bad-looking player. He's not going to get any starting time, but he's some good depth. I didn't really expect to trade for a running back, but I'm actually doing that here. I'm giving the Bears Ryan Tannehill, Danny Amendola, and Andre Branch for Tariq Cohen, who was indeed on the trade block at an 89 overall. I probably should have showed that, but just to show that it's not insane that he was. Latavius Murray's also here, and he's an 89 overall. It's the same overall as Tariq Cohen. Makes sense that Tariq Cohen was on the trade block, though, because Jordan Howard, of course, is the starting running back for that team. But now Cohen's going to be our starting running back. I hope he can play well. This is going to be the team for the second season. So Brock Osweiler is going to be my starting quarterback because I got rid of Ryan Tannehill. Brock Osweiler's contract isn't massive right now. Like, his cap hit isn't so bad, so I traded him instead. And Ryan Tannehill's, I traded Ryan Tannehill instead is what I meant to say. His cap hit was like 11 mil, so I'd rather just keep Brock Osweiler. Honestly, there's not that big of a difference between their overall, and I feel like Brock Osweiler honestly plays better in simulation. But before I do anything, let me actually check quick if there's any decent quarterbacks, like rookies or anything. Okay, no. If there was like a 72 rated rookie, I would have considered starting that guy instead, but it's all good. Brock Osweiler will be the quarterback for this season. I'm definitely planning on drafting one next year. Actually, this upcoming offseason, I guess I should have said. I'm pretty sure I have like 1 or 2 first-round draft picks, so I should be able to get that done. Tariq Cohen is taking over Kenyon Drake's spot. I'm sorry. I like Kenyon Drake. He's a good running back in real life, but I don't know what last season was. I can't imagine him playing any better, honestly, like this year. So Tariq Cohen is going to be the starting running back. This wide receiver core hasn't really changed all that much. I just got Russ now instead of Danny Amendola, which I'm fine with. I hope he can play well. This offensive line has definitely been upgraded because Norris, I feel like, is a much better left tackle than Laramie Tunsil, and Overton is probably about the same as Daniel Kilgore. Centers normally don't play that badly, really, regardless of the overall. AJ Derby's up a little bit in overall. I guess that's pretty cool to point out. Then on the defense, okay, so this guy, this was the first outside linebacker we drafted. The dude we drafted in the first round. He's an 83 at defensive end, which makes sense. 86 block shed, 75 power, 72 finesse move. He's a much better pass rusher than this guy was, and this guy's scheme is apparently 3-4 pass rusher. Doesn't make any sense. The scheme that I have right now set for right outside linebacker is prototype, which I feel like this guy fits a lot more. Anyway, though, this guy is my right end. I think he can play pretty well there. William Hayes is my left end. I think, okay, yeah, he is my left end. That's good. Sharif Floyd is my starting defensive tackle. Jordan Phillips is going to be my backup defensive tackle, who's still starting in this 4-3. Raekwon McMillan's still the middle linebacker. Stephon Anthony is now the left outside linebacker because Chase Allen didn't really go up all that much in overall. Rashad Jones is here. Eric Reed is still here. I should probably start Francois at strong safety, maybe? I actually really don't think I want to do that. I might try to draft a better safety because I don't think he's going to develop much. Nickel Roby-Coleman's my number 1 corner. Bobby McCain and, what's your first name? Lanerick Collins. Okay, so I'm going to put Collins to number 2. That makes a lot more sense, I think, because Bobby McCain's kind of small. He's a good nickel corner. 5'11", actually not that small. Nickel Roby-Coleman is much smaller. He should probably be playing the nickel, but it's fine. I think he plays well at the number 1. I'm going to keep him there. This team actually does not look bad. This team should, I feel like, should at least be like an 8-8, 9-7, 7-9 kind of season, kind of team. You know, I hope that's what happens. Just, you know, a much better season than last year. I mean, you really can't get much worse than 2-14 though. We have a bye week at the mid-season, so I'm not sure what the record's all about. We are 4-4. Okay, that's fine. That's kind of what I thought we would be. Better than last season though by a lot, so that's fine. 6-2 from the Bills, 5-1-1 from the Patriots, 3-4 from the Jets. So maybe if we have a strong end of the season, we can make the playoffs. That'd be, you know, obviously ideal. 6,500 for Russ is not bad. 6,400 from Josh Sitton is not bad for how old he is, you know. 8,000 from Devontae Parker. He has quick development, though, so kind of makes sense why he has a lot. And then on the defense, 6,700 from this right end's nice. 3,000 from the number 2 corner. No one else looks like they have that much. It's all good, though. Devontae Parker is our top free agent. I want to bring him back to the team for sure. Juwan James, Bobby McCain are 2 other players I like to bring back. AJ Derby I'll negotiate with because as of right now, I don't have a better tight end to replace him. Tony Lippett is not getting much starting time. He's a good player, but I'm not going to bring him back. Brock Osweiler. Actually, how much do you want? I'm not bringing back Brock Osweiler. I'm definitely going to be drafting a quarterback this year. Jordan Phillips I probably will bring back because I think he's starting currently. So let me start at the top, though. Devontae Parker. We have a lot of money, so it's not really that big of a deal that we have, you know, a decent amount of players to bring back. Devontae Parker accepted. Juwan James I want. He's our starting right tackle. He's a very solid player. In simulation, at least. I'm pretty sure he plays well in real life, too. Bobby McCain. Pretty good corner. Hopefully he's playing well in the nickel. That's where I think he plays. I feel like that's where he plays normally. Could totally be wrong. I don't watch many Dolphins games. AJ Derby, though. Another player I want back. I'm pretty sure he's new, right? Like, I don't think he was on their team. I feel like was he on the Bengals? That is probably really wrong. I don't remember what team he used to be on, to be honest. But Jordan Phillips, I think, is the last player that I'm going to bring in. Stephon Anthony's not bad, but I'm sure I can sign somebody in free agency. I might even be able to sign him. If not, left outside linebacker doesn't play too much in a 4-3. At least, you know, in simulation. I feel like in real life they do. Whatever. I'm just going to go to the end of the season now. We did not make the playoffs. It's all good, though. Alex Smith actually won MVP. That's interesting. We went 7-9. So that's kind of what I said we were going to do. Almost a playoff berth, to be honest, though. The Bills 10-6, Patriots 13-2-1, the Jets are 5-11. So I think we have the Jets' second-round draft pick this year, so it should be a pretty decent second-rounder. 1-3 in the preseason. Won the opening 2 games, lost to the Raiders, won 2 more, lost 3, beat the Bills, lost 2, beat the Ravens, lost to the Titans and the Patriots, beat the Jets, and lost to the Bills. I think, did we beat the Patriots? No, we lost to them twice. It's not that big of a deal. Obviously, it would have been cool to beat the Patriots since they, you know, are like one of the best teams in this game. But Brock Osweiler actually played kind of well. 4,418 yards, 34 touchdowns, 21 picks. A lot of interceptions, but I mean, it's Brock Osweiler. 276 yards per game is actually not bad for him. Tariq Cohen, 994 yards, 7 touchdowns. A little bit better than what Kenyon Drake did. I almost said Kendon. I don't even know what I almost said. But it wasn't his name. That's all you need to know. But Tariq Cohen, I guess, almost gets over 1,000 yards. Still not good, though. I don't know what's up with this right now. Kenny Stills, 1,210 yards, 6 touchdowns. That's pretty good. Devontae Parker, 1 yard away from 1,000 with 6 touchdowns. Kerry Russ, 1,026 yards with 10 touchdowns. That's actually a really good season. AJ Derby got 3 touchdowns. I think Tariq Cohen got 7. That's actually pretty good. Ben Norris led up 33 sacks. I didn't think he'd play worse than Laramie Tunsil did, but he clearly did. Juwan James led up 11. Isaac Asiata 3. Josh Sitton 1. Man, that's horrible. 173 tackles, though, from Raekwon McMillan. 110 from Tamarcus Henderson. Tackles for loss, we got 14 from William Hayes and 14 from Jordan Phillips. Pretty good season from both of those guys. 10 sacks from Morris Thornton, that's not bad. 9.5 from Jordan Phillips. Interceptions, we got 3 from Tamarcus Henderson, Raekwon McMillan, and Nikel Roby-Coleman. 2 from Rashad Jones and Bobby McCain. 1 from Lenerick Collins, Stephon Anthony, and Tony Lippett. Okay, so our outside linebacker played really well. So did our defensive end. That's actually pretty cool to see. Nikel Roby-Coleman also got a touchdown. So we were 21st on offense. That was like one really long sentence. 22nd on defense. I guess we're improving a little bit. Alex Smith of the 8-8 Redskins actually wins MVP, and the Eagles go 16-0. Carson Wentz and Jay Ajayi are both in the MVP running. Nobody from the Dolphins. AFC Offensive Player of the Year. Maybe Brock Osweiler. He actually made it. That's awesome. What team did we trade Ryan Tannehill to? The Bears. The Bears. Let me see if he did anything. Is he even starting? Bears. Bears? Nope. Okay, I don't see him. Maybe he's not even starting. Who knows? But AFC Offensive Player of the Year already went through. Defensive Player of the Year, Melvin Ingram actually wins that. Raekwon McMillan comes in third. I hope he made a Pro Bowl. He had a really good season, so there's a good chance that he did. Nobody else from the Dolphins. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Curry Russ comes in second. It would have been cool if he could have won that. I'm also not sure if he was our kick returner. I meant to put him back there, but I don't know if I remember to do that or not. I don't think I did. Maybe he was there just by default. That'd be pretty awesome. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Tamarcus Henderson comes in second. Morris Thornton comes in third. Not bad seasons from those guys, though. Lenerick Collins comes in 10th. I just want to see if I can see Ryan Tannehill on this list. I cannot. I'm not even sure if he's starting for the Bears. That wasn't... Hold on. That was the AFC. I just thought of that. Give me a second. Coach of the Year. Not what I meant to do. But Doug Peterson wins that. Of course he does. Their team went 16-0. Best quarterback. Let me see. Anybody from the Bears? Okay, no. That's for sure the NFC, so I don't know if Ryan Tannehill even did well. Pretty sure I traded him to the Bears, right? Yeah, because I think I traded him for Tariq Cohen. On the offense, though, 8,000 experience from Brock Osweiler. What a man. 11K from Russ over there. 14,000 from Devontae Parker. So this guy still got 12,000, even though he played horribly. 12,000 from Josh Sitton. On the defense, though, Raekwon McMillan, 39,000. 18,000 over here from this guy. 16,000 from Nikel Roby-Coleman. I just want to make sure that was a Pro Bowl from Raekwon McMillan, right? And he got quick development from that. That's awesome. And he led the league in tackles. He's a pretty cool player to get in a rebuild. And Thornton, 18,000. Not bad. I think Nikel Roby-Coleman probably made a Pro Bowl. Is that what that was? It was a Pro Bowl, and he got quick development from that too. All right, sweet. A lot of our players are developing pretty well. That's what I like to see. I'm in free agency right now. We have 37.38 mil to spend. Who can we bring in? Tevin Coleman. I usually go after Tevin Coleman. I'm not going to here, though, because we have Tariq Cohen, and I doubt Tevin Coleman would play much better than Tariq Cohen, considering he's a 90 overall. I mean, and Tevin Coleman's only 2 overall points higher. But I do see HaHa Clinton-Dix, and that is a player I for sure want, because Rashad Jones is getting pretty bad. HaHa Clinton-Dix, I'm making sure I get him on the team. I'm going to give him over 100 points. He's a very good safety. 103 points, perfectly fine. That means I'm either going to shift him or Eric Reed over to strong safety. Not exactly sure, who I'm going to do that with yet, but Alex Smith, the MVP, is chilling here. Should I go after him? No, but there's a couple good quarterbacks that I kind of want. So anybody else here that I want? I don't think so. There's nobody else here that intrigues me all that much. Dante Fowler probably isn't bad. I'm sure he's actually probably a bit better than William Hayes. Denzel Perriman isn't terrible either, but there's an outside linebacker that I want to draft. So I kind of want to go after him. Yeah, I don't see anybody else that I want, so I'll probably see you guys in the draft. Actually, no, I'll let you know if I got the people I went after. So HaHa Clinton-Dix decided to go to the Bears, even though I gave him 6 more points, worth in contract. I gave him 104. It said 103 when I ended, like when I ended the talking before, but I actually upped it a little more, and I went to 104, and, the Bears just took him somehow. I don't know why, but he signed with them. That's a bit annoying. I'm trading up with the Bengals in this draft here, trying to get a quarterback. I should be able to get a very good quarterback here with this pick. I'm giving them the 13th overall pick, the 54th overall pick, and Taylor for the 3rd pick. The reason why I'm trading up with them is because I think they were going to be the first team that would take a quarterback. The Colts and the Panthers should not take a quarterback. That would be insane if either of them do. Sullivan looked very good too. He was like one of my top prospects, but it's okay. The issue now is that I know this guy has superstar development, Scott Zadalis, but Theo Raiola looks a lot better. So I think I'm going to go with Theo Raiola. I know Zadalis has superstar dev. He's probably better for rebuilds. But I'm going to take the risk on this guy and hope he has at least quick. Let's go with him. 86 overall with superstar. Okay, so this guy was by far the best player in this draft. Actually, no, he's ranked 2nd. Maybe the other guy was better. Maybe Zadalis was better. I'll have to check him out for sure. But 86 with superstar. He's one of those players. I'm sure the Buccaneers are going to take Zadalis. They actually did not. Let's see who he goes to. The Ravens? They took Bueller instead of him. The Giants have to take him. All right, the Jets. Who's going to take him? Nobody's taking him. This is... There he goes. Okay, the Cardinals. He fell to the Cardinals. I definitely have to check out what he's all about. The next player that I really want is Matt Tate. His top 3 skills don't look amazing, but he has a good 40-yard dash time and has a good broad jump. I feel like this guy can still be a pretty solid player. 81 overall with quick. Okay, he's a lot better than I thought he was going to be. 85 zone coverage. That is generous since it was only a B. That's very nice. 91 speed, 91 acceleration, 77 hit power. This guy's going to be my free safety. I'm going to slide Eric Reed back to strong safety. Charlton Canty. This guy is going to be amazing. He's the next player on my draft board. It says he is a... Okay, actually, it says he's a mid-first round talent, but then it says mid-second rounder over there next to the diamond, and I'm in the late first round, so there's a whole bunch of different, you know, round projections here. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm going with him here because he looks fantastic. A- hit power, B+ block shedding, B- zone coverage. That's really good to have on an outside linebacker. And this guy has superstar development. I know that for a fact. He's a 77 overall superstar dev. 73 tackling is not great, but 82 speed, 88 block shed, 90 hit power, 77 play rec already. That's actually rather high. 52 awareness is really low, but then he has 80 zone coverage. This guy's going to be very good. I have 3 second-round draft picks right now. I had 3 first-round draft picks, too. Somehow I got a lot of different draft picks. I'm going to trade one of these away. That is amazing with the Saints. It's a first and a third next year. First and a 7th, I doubt I'll find anything better than a first and a third. Yeah, okay, I'm taking that for sure. And then I'm going to trade down my next one as well. I should have a lot of draft picks for next year, too. Just by these, honestly, these 2 second-rounders are very valuable. So let me trade away this one, maybe for another first-rounder? I don't know. I want all stuff next year, though. I know that for sure. I'll probably just take another first-round draft pick. Why not, right? First and a 7th from the Redskins. That's my other second-round draft pick. I'm going to be drafting Nick Ramirez. He's a random right tackle. I didn't really scout him. He's not even on my draft board. I just, you know, looked through the offensive line right now, and this guy looks pretty good. I'm going to go with him. 80 overall, normal development. He's ranked 9th in the entire draft. 90 strength, 87 run block, 73 pass block, 88 impact block. I might have this guy play guard or something. Maybe I'll slide Josh Sitton to tackle. I don't know exactly what I want to do yet with this offensive line, but I kind of want to try to bulk up on the offensive line. Just, you know, preparing for when Josh Sitton retires, because it might happen. There's another quarterback here that I might go after, Crosby Walters. He's not going to start, obviously, because I drafted that 86 overall superstar guy, but I just kind of feel like going with him. What are you all about, my man? 75 with slow. This would have been a pretty good pick, you know, like the first year. I probably would have started this guy, but slow development, kind of killer. He doesn't have the best stats either, but I mean, he's a good backup. Gerard Hicks is the next player I'm going to be drafting here. B+ power moves, B+ pursuit, C hit power. I wish that was like block shed or something. I wish he had like B block shed. That would be amazing. But he's pretty fast. 4.75 speed is not bad. He's also pretty strong. 30 reps is not terrible either. He's a 73 overall, slow development. He's not bad. He has pretty good stats, but the slow development is killer. The next player I'm going to be drafting here is Curry Beck out of Purdue. A- hit power is really all I was looking for. C+ zone isn't bad. C+ tackle is also not bad, but he's not going to be a great player. I just kind of felt like taking him. He's a 72 overall, normal development. He actually has really good stats, though. 87 speed, 76 zone, 76 tackle, 76 pursuit. Wow, okay, all those are 76. 89 acceleration, 90 hit power. He's definitely not a bad player. Not going to start, but still a pretty good backup. That's normally what I do, like with like the second and the third draft. I just draft a whole lot of backups. I'm alright with it, though. The next player I'm going to be taking is Marshawn Bradford. Actually, I'm going to go with this guy. Mac Newsom, got another left tackle, 76 overall, normal development. Not a bad player whatsoever. Again, like I said, trying to, you know, prepare for when Josh Sitton retires so I can cover all the spots that I need to. I mean, obviously he only plays one position, but I just want to draft all the offensive linemen I can, so I have a good pool to choose from. Marshawn Bradford, though, I'm going to be drafting him now. It's probably going to be like a 75 with quick. That is my guess. 77 with superstar. He's a lot better than I thought he was going to be. What's his zone coverage all about? 78 zone coverage, too. Wow, okay, this guy's really good. Let's go with Nate Brennan for no reason. 64 overall, normal development, 97 speed, 97 acceleration, 89 agility. Elusiveness is only a 75. He's actually not that great. Like, I mean, he's fast. I thought he'd be a better kick returner than that, though. But I also have the 13th pick. Let's go with, Alexander Tovar. I don't know. That guy probably isn't that bad. I don't know who to go with. Or I can go with the safety that is supposed to go now. Or a kicker. I need a kicker. There's no kickers here. Oh, man. Okay, so let's go with Tovar. Why not? What is Alexander Tovar all about? He's a 71 overall, normal development, 85 strength, 80 acceleration. Those are his only 2 bright spots. Scott Zadalis is a 78 overall with superstar development. He's not bad, but I'm a lot happier with the guy we drafted. I'm really glad I drafted, you know, the player we did instead of him. This is the team going into the 3rd season. I'm definitely going to be doing another season, regardless of how this one turns out. But let me sign a fullback, actually, because I don't think I have one on the roster. So let's go with this guy. Why not? He's a rookie. I'll go with him. But yeah, the team actually looks pretty decent. It's a lot more upgraded than it was, when I started this rebuild. We got a fantastic quarterback now. This guy should be here for the rest of the rebuild. Tariq Cohen, I hope, can play better. Kenny Stills, Devontae Parker, and Russ still make up the wide receiver core. I messed around with the offensive line a little bit. I want Ramirez starting here. So I have Josh Sitton playing left tackle because I want to see if he can play better than Norris. I'm sure he can. Norris played terribly. He's now playing left guard. He's an 85 overall. We still have Overton. This is the one center we drafted. He's starting there. And Ramirez, the guy we just drafted, is starting at right guard. He was the right tackle we just drafted. And Jawan James is staying at right tackle. AJ Derby is still the starting tight end. He's not a bad player at all, so I might as well keep him there. Maybe I can sign a tight end in this free agency period upcoming. And I'm sorry, somebody's mowing their lawn outside. I'm sorry if you can hear it. But Eric Reed and Tate make up the safeties. Actually look pretty good. I'm just going to flat out cut Rashad Jones, I think. I feel bad for doing this. I actually don't even save that much money doing so. Should I keep him? I save $1 million if I cut him. I'm going to keep him on the team, just out of respect. I don't feel like cutting him. Maybe I'll cut him next year or try to trade him. I would much rather try to trade him, but there's nobody good on the trade block that I really want to go after. But we have Bradford playing right outside linebacker. This is the dude we drafted in like the 7th or the 6th round in this past draft. He's a beast. Superstar development too. I hope he can win Defensive Rookie of the Year. Canty is playing left outside linebacker. We also drafted this guy with Superstar. Raekwon McMillan's still the middle linebacker. Henderson, who was the outside linebacker we drafted last season, who's one of the outside linebackers we drafted. He's playing backup middle linebacker now. And I think the rest of the team is kind of the same from last year. This guy went up to an 88. He's actually very good now. Nikel Roby-Coleman's an 83. Collins is an 81. The team looks pretty decent. I think this team should be able to do better than last season. I hope the quarterback can play well. If Brock Osweiler put up like 4,400 yards, I'm sure this guy can do at least just as well. We got a bye week again at the midseason mark like we did last year, so I don't know what the record's all about. We are 7-1. So I'm guessing the quarterback's playing really well. The Jets are 0-8. The Bills are 3-5. The Patriots are 2-5. We just beat the Bills. That's nice to see. The quarterback has 13,000 experience. I'm definitely going to spend that after I go over the rest of the team. On the defense, we have 7,000 here, 6.7 thousand over there, 7.8 thousand from Tate's actually pretty nice, but I'll spend the experience on the quarterback really fast, see if we can get him up to like an 88 at least. I'm sure I can. I'm just going to put this all into awareness. 88, that's exactly what he is. Not bad at all. He's a great quarterback. I have a lot of experience too to spend for my coach. Josh Sitton is one of the players we can bring back. I think I will negotiate with him. He's not a bad player. Kenyon Drake I'll probably end up bringing back as well. I mean, he's just a backup, but I feel like he plays pretty well at the backup. Larry Tunsil I'm not going to bring back. Matt Hack I definitely want. Albert Wilson I don't really care too much about. Josh Sitton though, let's start with him. I'll give him a 3-year deal, even though that's kind of insane. I'm playing until he's 36 at left tackle. Well, okay, obviously he's not actually a left tackle, but Kenyon Drake I will bring back. Let's see if I can give him that much. Okay, he just wants a better salary. Alright, not a big deal. Larry Tunsil I don't want. Didn't mean to click on him. Matt Hack I do want. I'm just going to give him like a 6-year deal. He's a great punter. He's really fast too. 85 speed for a punter is actually insane. Albert Wilson, Xavier Howard, Chase Allen, Eric Smith. Don't really want any of those guys. I'm fine to let all those guys go. So we were bringing back Kenyon Drake. I just upped the salary a little bit, and he accepted. We made the playoffs. We went 11-5, so we actually fell off a little bit at the end of the year. We still won the division. The Bills 7-9, the Patriots 7-9, and the Jets 1-15. If we lost to the Jets, I'm going to be pissed off. We went 2-2 in the preseason, won the opening 5 games, not bad. We lost to the Bengals, beat the Jets, the Bills, and the Jets again, nice to see. Beat the Patriots and the Redskins, lost 3 games there, beat the Titans, and then lost to the Cowboys. So at least we made it to the playoffs. That's always a good sign. Aaron Rodgers wins MVP, but let's see how our quarterback played. 4,472 yards, 30 touchdowns, 13 picks. That is a great season. I hope he won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Doesn't really need it, though, because he's already an 88 with Superstar, but I still hope he won. Tariq Cohen, 20 touchdowns, 1,138 yards. That's a pretty good season. 0 fumbles as well. Kenyon Drake had 11 touchdowns. And then our quarterback also had 1. Devontae Parker, 91 catches, 900 yards, 3 touchdowns. Kenny Stills got 11 touchdowns, 1,225 yards. Kerry Russ, over 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns. That's really close to what he did last season. AJ Derby got a touchdown as well. Blocking, how's this? 8 sacks lit up from Josh Sitton. Fantastic. 3 from Nick Ramirez, and then 1 from Jawan James. 138 tackles from Raekwon McMillan, 134 from Marshawn Bradford. We got 7 tackles for loss for William Hayes. He had 11 sacks as well. That's not bad. 7.5 from Morris Thornton. Not fantastic, but I mean, pretty decent number. 3 picks from Nikel Roby-Coleman and Matt Tate. 2 from Bobby McCain. 1 from Marshawn Bradford, Raekwon McMillan, Eric Reed, Charlton Canty, and Lenerick Collins. So not bad. Got a good amount of turnovers there from a lot of different people. We did not get a touchdown, though. So we were 11th on offense. Good to see. That's improving a lot. And then on the defense, what are we all about there? 30th on defense? Okay. Thought it was a bit more than that. But anyway, any of our players in the MVP running, they are not. But AFC Offensive Player of the Year, I'm sure our quarterback's in there. Actually, Tariq Cohen did make it. So did our quarterback. Not bad. Defensive Player of the Year, anybody from the Dolphins? Marshawn Bradford actually gets in there at number 8. That's not bad. Offensive Rookie of the Year does go to our quarterback. Love to see that. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Marshawn Bradford. That's sick, too. Matt Tate comes in 7th. Charlton Canty comes in 9th. Not bad. So let's look at the experience. Our quarterback should have a lot. He has 35,000 experience, 16K from Kenny Stills, 38K from Norris. Not bad. He should go up super well now. Then on the defense, I went all the way down to the specialist by accident. 60,000 for this guy. That is a lot of experience. He made the Pro Bowl. Anyone Defensive Rookie of the Year. That's awesome to see. Nobody else has nearly that much. 11K from Canty isn't bad. So I'll spend this, and then I'll let you guys know what the word is. So the word for this video is flapjack. So comment that if you would like to. I'd appreciate all those comments and stuff. I'll love them all. I'll comment them and all on all of them. I mean, I just appreciate any kind of comment. Doesn't really matter if you comment the word or not. I, appreciate any kind of criticism, all that good stuff. But anyway, let's go over the team. 94 overall for the quarterback with confidence. 88 for Kenny Stills. He turned out to be a very good receiver for us. Devontae Parker is an 87. Russ is an 86. This wide receiver core is very good. This guy went up to a 94 overall. This guy is amazing. I'm going to keep him at left guard, though. If Josh Sitton's still here, he's playing left tackle. Juwan James is an 86 overall. Ramirez went up to an 83. That's pretty cool. 92 overall for Raekwon McMillan. Almost said Waquan. 88 overall for Bradford. 86 for Tate over there. Not bad. The team's actually looking pretty good. So let's sim by this week against the Titans. We should be able to take down the 7-8-1 Titans, right? Like, come on, let's not lose to them. Okay, we actually won a playoff game. Quarterback threw for 3 touchdowns. That's nice to see. We have to take on the Chargers, though. The Chargers are ridiculous to take on in simulation. Let's see if we can do it, though. Let's see if we're in the Super Bowl. We are not in the Super Bowl, so let's check out the schedule. I'm sure it wasn't even close. The Chargers are so difficult to beat. 37-31. That was actually very close. 24-21, though. Against the Titans, their offense didn't look very good. Mariota, actually a pretty good game. 2 touchdowns, 0 picks, 203 yards. Our quarterback played a lot better, though. Nearly 400 yards, 3 touchdowns. We got no touchdowns for Tariq Cohen. Not a bad game, though. Deion Lewis got 1. Kenny Stills had a pretty decent game. Devontae Parker had 2 touchdowns. Rashard Matthews got 1. Jonnu Smith also got 1. So let's check out this game against the Chargers. This one was actually really close. Our quarterback, 370 yards, 3 touchdowns. Our quarterback threw for over 700 yards and 6 touchdowns in these 2 games, and he lost this one. That sucks. Phillip Rivers, 287 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Not a bad game at all. Melvin Gordon had 2 touchdowns, as did Austin Eckler. They had 4 rushing touchdowns. That's crazy. Devontae Parker, 10 catches, 107 yards. Kenny Stills had a touchdown. Curry Russ had a touchdown. So did A.J. Derby. And Travis Benjamin had 1 catch for 51 yards and a touchdown. We have $53.09 million to spend in this free agency period. Who can we get? Kevin Byard would be awesome, but I don't know if I want to do that. This is a rough decision. I really don't know if I want to do that. Deion Jones would be sick. Devondre Campbell would be sick. Miles Jack would be sick. But I don't know if I want all these guys because I have good players in all of these positions. You can see that right outside linebacker, Bradford's an 87 overall. Like, I don't know if I really want to sign one of these guys to replace him. Kevin Byard is so tempting. Do he have slow development or something? No, he has normal. That's so tempting to go after him. I might start him over Eric Reed, because Eric Reed really hasn't played well since the first season. But let's see who else is here. Austin Hooper. I might go after Austin Hooper, get a better tight end. That's probably something that's going to happen. Anthony Hitchens is a cool player, but I don't really need him. Jelani Jenkins, no, not Jelani Jenkins. Jordan Jenkins is what I meant to say. He's not bad either, but I don't want him. I was kind of looking for a corner or something. Is there any good cornerbacks here? Jimmy Smith. Jimmy Smith is not a bad player. I'll probably go after him. He's rejected my offer before, but I'm going to try to give him a decent offer, at least a little bit better of one, just so he doesn't reject it. 68 points. I'm fine with that. I'm going to go after, who else did I say? Kevin Byard. I am going to go after Kevin Byard, and I'll start him over Eric Reed. I'm going to give him a lot of points just to make sure he comes over, because the points don't even really matter, because Clinton Dix rejected our offer. 103 points I'm fine with, and I also want to go after Austin Hooper, because Austin Hooper is a really good tight end. Might as well get an upgrade over A.J. Derby. 94 points. I'll go a little higher than that. See if I can go over to like 100 or something. 102, that's fine. Hopefully we get these 3 players that I went after. So Kevin Byard didn't accept their offer. Austin Hooper did, though. That pisses me off that Kevin Byard didn't accept it. How many points did he end up accepting? Let's see. 100. Okay, so that's less than what we gave him. Again, that's annoying. I hate when that happens, but it's all good. Jimmy Smith, we're still the only player, or the only team going after Jimmy Smith. I could go after Deion Jones and throw him to safety. I'm not going to do that, but I definitely could. That'd be kind of broken. Maybe I'll see if there's any other safeties here. I mean, I'm fine with Eric Reed. Eric Reed's like an 84 overall. So, I mean, there's not really much I would go. I was going to say there's not many players here that would probably be above an 84 overall. It's alright, though. Hopefully we get Jimmy Smith. There we go. We also got Jimmy Smith. Not bad. So our cornerback core looks a lot better now. He's a very talented #1 corner. I'll take it. There's not many players in this draft that I want, but I'm probably going to take him with my first 4 picks because there's, 4 players there. You can see their combine grades in the background. But Richie Hamilton, 7.3 combine grade. Looks like a pretty good defensive end. I might have this guy come in and start if he's good enough. Let's go with him, though. 79 overall, slow development. That's kind of killer. But he is really good. I might have him start anyway. I didn't even look for a defensive end in free agency. That's my bad. But anyway, let's go with the next player I have scouted. This guy's going to be like a 3rd round prospect, but he's probably a beast. Anton Herron Jr., A- hit power, B+ block shed, B- tackling. Let's go with him. 78 overall, quick development. We reached, but he's still really good. I'm not going to bother starting any of these guys, even though they have a lot of potential. I'm still not going to really bother with it because, I mean, I have way better players than these guys. Actually, I wouldn't say way better, but I have better players than these people. It's not a big deal. Addison Hartson is the next guy of my watch list. He's going to come onto the team just as a pretty good backup. 77 overall with quick. We're reaching for sure. These guys are like 4th round projections, so we're taking him in the 1st. But I kind of just wanted to get this draft over with because there's not many players that I really want, like I said earlier. But let's go with this last guy here. He should be pretty good. I think it's a middle linebacker. So now I have tons of linebackers. This was a really good linebacker draft. I didn't really scout that many players either, but Pierce Bailey, this guy's 4.51 speed. Look at this guy. 78 overall, quick development, 88 speed, 86 tackling, 85 block shed, 91 hit power. These people are all so good, but I don't think any of them are going to start, and that's going to be the end of this draft. This is the team for the final season. I didn't change anything, and my quarterback has 10,000 experience. I didn't expect him to have that much, but I didn't really change anything. It was awareness all the way up, and then I'll get his medium accuracy up. Why not? 93 overall now. Pretty cool. But yeah, I didn't make any different trades or any different acquisitions or anything. 93 overall quarterback, still 91 for Tariq Cohen over here. Great wide receiver core, very good offensive line. Austin Hooper's our tight end now. And then on the defense, we got Thornton here. He highlights the defense pretty well. Bradford's an 87. Raekwon McMillan's our best defensive player at 92 overall, 99 tackling. I think this guy is near 99 tackling as well. No, he actually does just have straight up 99. So this team actually is pretty good. This team should make the playoffs once again. Eric Reed is an 85 overall, so it's not that big of a deal that we didn't get Kevin Byard. Tate's an 86 over there. Collins I might keep at the #2. I don't know what I want to do yet. He's 6'3". Probably should put the #2. Nickel Roby-Coleman's going to play the nickel. That's fine. Jimmy Smith, #1. I like what this team looks like. It should do pretty well. Hamilton is definitely the weakest part of this team, but he's a rookie. Maybe if he can go off, he can develop really well. That would be nice. Let's see what happens, though. So it turns out we didn't make the playoffs. I don't really know how this happened. We went 8-8. I don't know how this team went 8-8. Come on. This team is so good. This hasn't happened in a while. Usually, when I make the playoffs once, I usually make it again the following year. Whatever, though. 3-1 in the preseason. How did we do in the regular season? Won the opening 4 games, then we lost. Then we won to the Jets. Lost 3, won 2, lost 4, then beat the Broncos. Man, that sucks. Let's check out the stats, though. Still a decently successful rebuild, like draft-wise and stuff like that. I mean, we had a good season last year. Our quarterback had 4,712 yards, 32 touchdowns, 15 picks. Pretty good season there. Tariq Cohen, 17 touchdowns, 1,100 yards, pretty much 0 fumbles. Kenny and Drake had 8 touchdowns and a fumble. Kenny Stills, 1,242 yards, 7 touchdowns. Russ got over 1,000 yards once again with 12 touchdowns. Devontae Parker, 7 touchdowns. Austin Hooper actually had a really bad season. Tariq Cohen had 4 receiving touchdowns, though. Blocking, how was this? Not bad. 13 sacks loaded from Josh Sitton. Really isn't that bad. 148 tackles, though, from Raekwon McMillan. 134 from Marshawn Bradford. 11 tackles for loss for Jordan Phillips. It's not terrible. 9.5 sacks for Richie Hamilton, who's, is this guy a rookie? I'm pretty sure this guy's the rookie we drafted. And then 8 from Morris Thornton. Interceptions, we got 3 from Eric Reed and Nickel Roby-Coleman, 2 from Marshawn Bradford, Matt Tate, Jimmy Smith, Lenerick Collins, and Bobby McCain. And then 1 from Raekwon McMillan and TJ McDonald. Wow, okay, TJ McDonald actually got a pick. That's kind of funny. He doesn't really play any touchdowns. We did not get any. So, 14th on offense. What about defense? How was that? 20th. Okay, so this team, for some reason, was not playing well. I don't know. I feel like the Dolphins are cursed. They never do well. Leonard Fournette won MVP, though. Let's check out the MVP. Nobody else from our team? Actually, nobody from our team in general. I'm kind of surprised our quarterback didn't make it. Seeing Offensive Player of the Year. How is he not an Offensive Player of the Year? That is really surprising. Defensive Player of the Year. Anybody from the Dolphins? We got Raekwon McMillan. Offensive Rookie of the Year. I don't even know if I have anybody starting. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Richie Hamilton comes in second. It'd be cool if he could have won it, but it doesn't really matter because we're not in the playoffs anyway. Our quarterback is 6th. I'm best quarterback, though. Best running back goes to Leonard Fournette. Of course, he won MVP. Tariq Cohen is 4th, though. Best wide receiver, Curry Russ comes in 3rd. Kenny Stills comes in 9th. Not bad. Best offensive lineman, anybody from the Dolphins. We got Ben Norris in there. That's not terrible. Best defensive lineman, I doubt anybody from the Dolphins made it. Best linebacker, maybe Raekwon McMillan. He actually did not. Best defensive back, nobody from the Dolphins. Best kicker, we got Nick Rose in there. Not bad, I guess. But that is going to conclude this rebuild. Kind of a poor ending. We didn't even make the playoffs, but I mean, 21,000 experience from the quarterbacks, 47,000 from this guy. I'm gonna let the computer actually upgrade everything. Let me see who got experience on the defense first. 21,000 from this outside linebacker is not bad. 10,000 down here. 11,000, 10,000. If we would have made the playoffs, this team would have been sick. But let's spend my team experience. I'm just gonna let the computer do it. I actually never checked what the overall of this team was, but I feel like this team is actually pretty good. Curry Russ probably made the Pro Bowl. That's what I'm sure all that experience came from. Maybe he was a good kick returner too. I don't know. But it's loading here. This should be a pretty good team, you know, after all this experience. I'm sure Russ went up to like almost a 90 at least. He's an 89 overall, 88 overall Devontae Parker, 87 Kenny Stills. This team's good. I'm surprised this team didn't make the playoffs. I really am. I thought this team was definitely ready, you know, to go to the Super Bowl. Raekwon McMillan, 94 overall. 85 from Jimmy Smith. That didn't change, actually. Tate's an 88. Eric Reed's an 86. Whatever. I think this team's good. I think you guys can agree that the team is pretty good. I've definitely made the Super Bowl. I've won the Super Bowl with worse teams before, I think. But anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I'm sorry, Dolphins fans, that this did not turn out too well. But I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.